The DJI Flip is a versatile drone, often perceived as a model for close-range vlogging and autonomous flying. However, it is also very competent for landscape videography and photography when used with a remote controller. In this video, I will compare it to the more expensive Mini 4 Pro for footage quality and video functionalities. The two models have the same 1/1.3-inch sensor, with a field of view equivalent to 24mm, an aperture of f1.7, a resolution of 4K up to 100 frames per second, and a maximum bitrate of 150 Mbps. Since the camera is identical, we might assume that the quality of the footage should be the same. However, the processing platform affects the video quality, as it is the case for the Mini 3 Pro compared to the Mini 4 Pro, with the flagship model showing slightly more detail and richer colors. DJI constantly tweaks the algorithm over time, so it would not be surprising to spot some differences. Let's start with the 8-bit normal color profile that can be used without editing, although some extra contrast and saturation is beneficial. Both models deliver top-class footage in all light conditions. Detail, contrast and color rendition are flawless, although the results are not identical. It is hard to tell which one I prefer, so it is better to show you some face-to-face clips shot in the same light conditions. Let me know your impression in the comments below. Some users find that footage produced by the Flip with the normal profile has too much detail, and it is slightly over-sharpened. In the camera tab of the settings, there is a style option to modify the sharpness and noise reduction values applied to the footage. We can see the results obtained with different sharpness values in this scene with fine vegetation and architectural features. The best results are obtained with a value between 0 or -1. The latest DJI lightweight models have a wide lens aperture, delivering excellent results in low light. The Flip does not disappoint. The low light performance is stunning, even at a low ISO value. It doesn't have the night mode present in the Mini 4 Pro, but this feature is frankly not needed. Besides normal, D-Log-M is also available in the Flip. It is a 10-bit color profile that can display over 1 million colors versus 16 million for normal. This profile is flat to preserve the information in the shadows without burning the highlight. A good dose of post-processing is needed. DJI supplies a specific LUT for the Flip, an excellent starting point for color grading. You will find a link in the description of this video. This profile responds well to color grading and makes it possible to adapt the footage to different moods or to specific projects. The Mini 4 Pro has a third color profile, unavailable in the Flip, HLG, but it is rarely used. The Flip is much more affordable than the Mini 4 Pro. You can check the updated prices for the different configurations in the description of this video. Some features are missing compared to the flagship model to compensate for the price difference. The major limitation of the Flip is the lack of an omnidirectional obstacle avoidance system. Only obstacles in front of the aircraft are detected, so extra care is needed. The Flip cannot bypass an obstacle and keep flying. The only option is brake to stop in front of it. Due to the bulk propeller guards, the Flip is less aerodynamic than the Mini 4 Pro. This translates into a lower horizontal speed, rated at 12 miles per second versus 16, while ascent and descent speeds are the same. This is limiting when tracking fast-moving targets. For landscape videography, I often switch to sport mode with good results. However, in frontal medium winds, the advancing speed is limited, and I get better results by lowering the altitude. On my first flight with the Flip, I noticed occasional drifting in medium winds at a high altitude, but after a firmware update, it looks more stable. Overall, the wind resistance is slightly inferior to the Mini 4 Pro. The announced flight autonomy is 31 minutes, a more than acceptable value, slightly shorter than the 34 of the Mini 4 Pro. I only find it limiting when shooting hyperlapses, as the resulting movies will be shorter. The Flip offered the same intelligent flight mode as the Mini 4 Pro, except Waypoint, a powerful mode reserved to the flagship model. Active Track mode works well on the Flip, however is not as powerful as the one of the Mini 4 Pro. Unlike the Mini 4 Pro and Mini 3, the camera of the Flip cannot rotate to take footage in portrait mode. But vertical content can be automatically created by selecting the 2.7K vertical resolution, which is acceptable for posting on social media. As mentioned earlier, the Flip is a versatile drone with extra functionalities compared to traditional models like the Mini 4 Pro. It can fly autonomously without any controller. It turns off and on automatically after opening or closing the wings. It can perform a series of maneuvers controlled by a button on the side of the aircraft: rocket, spotlight, direction track, follow, drone, and circle. This is an interesting feature for beginners and bloggers, but there is no control over the moves and the range is limited to a very short distance. Due to the propeller guards, the Flip is particularly suited for indoor flying and confined spaces surrounded by obstacles. The propellers protect people in case of a crash, making it an ideal choice for introducing children to drone flying. The transmission system is OcuSync 4, the same as the Mini 4 Pro. In my tests, the Flip performs even better. This area has strong interferences due to several telecommunication aerials. There are also some buildings and trees between the controller and the aircraft. I never managed to fly this far with any other DJI prosumer drone. The Flip also displays a higher satellite count, which might be due to a more efficient antenna or GPS connection. Click on this link to watch my video about photography with the DJI Flip. And don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video interesting. Thank you.